Wanting to generate more referrals? Today I'm going to give you 7 ways to wow your past client that'll definitely help your business grow. You know, if you look at what top producers do, the majority of their business comes from their sphere of influence, their past clients, and through referrals. So what I want to do is I want to focus on really something that touches most all of those areas, specifically with your past clients, because this is an area where we can definitely generate more referrals. It's just building those relationships deeper. It's by doing specific things that really stand out in their mind and keep you top of mind when the time comes, not just for them to sell, but for their opportunity to share your information with their friends and their family. So we're going to start with this. Number 1 is this. It all starts with relationships. Take one person per week out for lunch. Invite someone to go to lunch with you. Deepen the relationship. This is something that you probably, listen, real estate's probably going to come up, but don't lead with that. Lead with the relationship. Ask them how their family's doing. Ask them how it's going at their place where they work. Ask them about the things that they're excited about. What is it that they're dreaming about? How long are they going to stay where they are? Do they have plans to make and move somewhere at a later date? What is it they're hoping for their kids? Build the relationship deeper. I promise you at some point they're going to say, well, how's your business doing? Gives you a great opportunity to say, well, listen, my business continues to grow from relationships like this. That's why I want to spend some time with you, just to see, obviously, just to get to know you better, say thanks for everything you've done for me in the past, whether that be that you've done business with me or you've sent me referrals, or hopefully you will in the future. But just basically drive the relationship. If you'll start by spending more time with the people that already know, like, and trust you, and deepen those relationships, I promise the deeper you go with these folks, the wider they're going to take your business. Number 2 is noticing when families have special events. Now listen, I love what Sierra Reed does out of St. Louis, Missouri. What she does is she uses send out cards. I'm going to really start, we're going to really, as we go through this, we're going to start with the least expensive, and we're going to go and work our way down depending on the level of these clients you have and the things that we're doing. But she uses send out cards, fairly inexpensive. Basically what it does is it gives her the ability that when she notices something that happens on social media for a family, wedding announcement, birth announcement, maybe something happened and it's a great family photo they posted, what she'll do is she will actually take send out cards, which gives you the ability to take a picture off of social media, put it on the front of a card that you're going to send out to them, basically making that, and then what she does is she puts in there, this picture was too good not to be framed or put onto a postcard. And then she just says, hope you guys are doing well, talk to you soon, signs it. Great way to drive relationships there, keeps you top of mind. Promise you, when you notice some of the things that are special in their lives, I promise you they're going to notice your business as well. Number 3 is celebrate special occasions with desserts. Gives us really the opportunity to celebrate some of these things that are going on and stay in these folks' lives after the sale. Now, this sounds a little corny, but it actually really works. I've had some friends of mine, Trey Willard over at Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He does king cakes during Mardi Gras time where the people come to the office and they've got a king cake to get them to celebrate Mardi Gras. I've had some other friends that they do this at Thanksgiving, where the weekend before Thanksgiving or on the Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving, they'll have apple pies or pumpkin pies or something. People can come and pick those up. They do it a couple of different ways. You can do this where you do it for basically where you have someone on your team or a spouse or someone that works with you to actually do these where it's more personalized. Also, you have the ability to go out to the biggest baker, support a local baker, negotiate if you're going to buy a certain number of these, and do them from somebody that something's going to be super recognizable in your local area. The biggest thing on this is it gives you really the ability where people will know that you are thinking of them on these special occasions. I love the idea of either having them come to your office or maybe taking a select portion, maybe it's your top 25 people that are sending you referrals or that are in your sphere of influence, and delivering them to them so that you have a face-to-face time with those folks. Great way to say thank you and encourage them to send referrals in the future as well. Number 4 is have a food truck client appreciation night at your office or at your home. This gives you really the ability to really celebrate with some people, bring a community together. Listen, people want to be a part of something that's bigger than them. This gives you the ability really to just offer something of value, something that people would enjoy, and you get people together in a light atmosphere where everybody begins to talk about how good you treat those folks. This is a great way to create a community, also to stay top of mind again with your folks, and just to say thank you in a way that's genuine. Number 5 is group tickets to special events. I love the way some of the agents that I know that maybe have a minor league baseball team, they'll buy a group of tickets or they'll rent a box out for the night for that, and they'll invite past clients or these folks that are sending them referrals to be a part of this, to really gather that group together. This is a great way to celebrate some of these folks that have sent business your way or that have done business with you, but it is also a way to really just humanize your relationship with them. If you spend time with people, whether it's at a ball game, whether it's at a concert, maybe it's an outdoor venue concert, where you provide and put this community together, I promise you're going to be the person they think of when the time comes. Number 6 is celebrate their HOMIVERSARY. This could be done a number of ways, but listen, this is an unexpected for them. The day that they bought their house, they're not thinking, in most cases, that, hey, August 24th or whatever the date is, this time last year we bought the house. So celebrate those times. I love doing a couple different ways. Here's some options on this. So a couple ways really to celebrate this. It can be as simple as a handwritten note that you send to them. One of the things that I really love is the idea of having a local baker take the photo of their house, put it on there, and put happy HOMIVERSARY on there 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. Have that cake delivered or deliver it yourself to those folks' house that afternoon as they're coming home. Something that's really going to stand out to them because it's the picture of their own house, personalizes it, gives you really the ability really to stay top of mind, just not now, but in years in advance. If somebody sent me a picture of the house that I live in a cake, and my family was taking pictures of it, posting it on social media, I promise you I would never forget that person. Another great way is to really just think about what is it you can do. Maybe it's that you go out there and you make a donation to a charity that they have, that they appreciate or that they are passionate about, in their name, to celebrate them being in their home for 4 years, 5 years, 1 year, whatever it is. But you're personalizing that in a way that says, hey, listen, I understand who you are, I appreciate who you are, and I want to support who you are. When you do these things and you personalize this and you surprise them with something they aren't expecting, I promise you're going to be that agent of choice when the time comes. Last but not least, this is an idea that's been around a little while. I know the Crockett team utilizes this up in Cleveland, Ohio. There are a number of people that do it all over the country, but get a box truck with your branding on it that you offer to your past clients to use at any time they're moving something, or to use for a charity that they're passionate about for any reason. Listen, this is a great way for you really to stand out from the rest. It acts like almost like a moving billboard, so to speak, I guess, as they're out and about. But this is something where you provide something that is unexpected that no one else is doing. Now listen, this can get a little pricey. This is something that is advertising for you though, because no matter whether this is in use or not, wherever you park it, it's sitting there like a billboard for your business. If you get this wrapped with all of your details on there, it's also something that you can set yourself apart with. If you're sitting in a listing appointment, you're like, listen, when you get ready and we get this thing sold, please know that you can always utilize the box truck to move anything, to get things to storage, whatever it is that you may want to use. And in the meantime, if you have a charity that needs some help with something like this, it's a great way that you can offer this, because of you being a client of mine, to your local charity as a piece of value that maybe you couldn't do otherwise. You see, when you stand out, when you do these things, when you're the person that people think of, it's because of the way that you celebrate them. I want to just challenge you. What is it that you've done recently to make sure people know how much you appreciate not only their past business, but the referrals that they send to you? When you focus on giving them value, I promise the value will come back to you. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.